By right, actually supposed to be the last day of the MCO, right? Because for the benefit of the safety of the community and also for the country, so it has been extended to the 12th of May. So what do? We continue to learn, and we continue to stay at home. We continue to have Zoom meetings. We continue to learn from online platform, online classes as well. So actually, there are a lot of things for us to do because in real estate industry, actually the industry is very, very broad. It also involves a lot of different sector, and we also need to know about the economy, about the local economy, about the world economy, about the statistic, about the new project around us, the new project in the company, the buildings in the countries, the local news, the government statistic and all those things. So we need to know all this in order to be a better, more qualified professional real estate agent. Because many times, hi Paul, hello. Because many times we are actually not only a real estate agent that simple only. We wear many hats, we actually wear many hats. Sometimes we are property consultant, sometimes we are property investor, we ourselves. Sometimes we are also bankers. Hello, hi Aaron. Hello. Sometimes we are bankers, sometimes we are lawyers also, because our clients they tend to ask us all sorts of questions. Sometimes we become interior designer as well. So we need to equip ourselves with a lot of knowledge and so that we can be better to advise our clients, Then you add on value to what you are right now. The best thing of IQI during this MCO period, seriously, I feel that hi Robert, hi Ada, hi. Okay, I feel that IQI really has given a very, very good platform to everybody. Those that we are here in IQI, we are truly blessed because IQI has got IQI Warrior, and IQI has got the open group. Like what we have right now is actually the closed group, more on a learning group, and we have got open group, and we have got all different team has got their own different group. So it is good. It is good because so that believe me or not, actually after MCO, you will become a better IQI warrior as compared to those friends that is not learning, isn't it? Right? If you are also learning from all these different platforms, you give me a number 3. Give me a number 3 if you are learning as well, so that I know that you are learning too. We have to equip ourselves, to be a better, more professional person. Hi. Hello. Hi, Desmond. Yeah, Paul is learning. I know Paul is learning every day. Paul is learning from morning until night. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Ada as well. Yeah, in fact, all of us we are very motivated people. We are very positive and we are very motivated. We are self-motivated. We ourselves as well. Okay, without further ado, I would like to give a little bit of introduction about myself. As I know, there are a lot of people in IQI actually do not know me. I have joined IQI since last year, actually together with my team. We joined I think should be in May, we joined IQI. But I was actually very busy last year because I was yeah, Aaron, yes, learn from off. Oh, okay. Oh no, we are sharing, huh? Okay. We have joined IQI last year, but last year I was actually very busy because I was having my PA exams, so I was very busy. I didn't really spend a lot of time in IQI after I joined. So let me give a little bit of introduction about myself, because it will be good for you to know a little bit more about the speaker before you listen to the person, right? Okay, my name is Grace Chong. Yeah, I am now with Elite Star team. Um, uh, my team and myself, actually we have joined since last year in May. I myself, I have got about 8 years real estate in the real estate industry. I've got about 8 years. Before I joined real estate industry, I was actually working in MNCs, working in banks, working in stockbroking firms, working in IT. I only work for big firms, big corporations, MNCs, for the past 18 years. And I was actually not on 9 to 5. You got to trust me, it's not 9 to 5. It was actually probably 8, sometimes it's actually 9 to 10, that kind of timing. That is actually working lifestyle. So there was one day I actually decided to give myself a trial in this real estate industry, because I started off is actually from part-time basis, because I don't know whether I fit in sales job or not. I was never a salesperson before. I was a very desk-bound person. I worked in Big Four company for many years as well. So I was a very desk-bound person. So that was in the past. So but I was a little bit lucky, because I only used 3 months, and I was awarded to be the top sales of the company in terms of project sales in my previous firm. So I actually overtaken about 200 real estate full-time real estate negotiator in my previous firm, and then the second year I of course I tendered my resignation, but my resignation actually took me about 4 5 months to leave the company. So I leave. The first half of my second year, actually I was on part-time as well. Only the second half of the year I went on full-time basis. Again, the second year I was also awarded to be the top sales of the firm, in terms of project sales, personal project sales. My highest record was selling about 104 units of property in my previous firm. That's how I managed to do it. That was in the past, my highest record. So then after that, remember I told you that I actually came from corporate background. So I decided to go back into this direction. So I actually venture myself to be an office specialist. And since then until now, it has been about 5 years. Hi, Cecilia. Thank you. Hi, thanks for joining. Hello. It has been about 5 years that I ventured myself into this office specialist. Yeah. And last year, my team and myself actually joined IQI. We are in corporate commercial. If you want to know more, interested to know more about what we are doing, actually you can contact me. I think my contact number is over here. I managed to do this I learned from Aaron Xiao, so I managed to do this. So you can contact me and we will see how best that we can work together, because real estate negotiator, we believe in teamwork as well, right? So all of us can do it. Yeah, all of us can do it, so no problem at all. All right. Okay, before I go into the topic for today, I would like to do a small little activities with you all. It is small little activities lah, huh? Can you all guess which country has got the biggest office market in ASEAN. While I'm talking about ASEAN, I'm not talking about the world yet because we are not there yet. So I'm just only talking about ASEAN. So ASEAN, what are the countries in? Which are the countries in ASEAN? These are all our neighborhood countries like Singapore, like Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, Myanmar, Cambodia, Vietnam. These are all our neighborhood countries and they are all in ASEAN. So my question again, which country has got the biggest office market in ASEAN country? Just take a guess, just take a guess. No problem, just take a guess. I'm going to give you the answer later. Robert says that is Malaysia. KG Dio says Singapore. Linda says that is Singapore. Who else? It just take a guess. Not to worry, because ultimately because we are here to learn from each other, right? So these are some of the findings that we can actually learn from each other. Desmond says that is Singapore. Who else? ASEAN country, yeah? Okay. Never mind. I think I think I give the answer right now. The person who got it right is Kong Siu Kyun says that is Singapore. Okay, the answer is Malaysia. So Robert got it right. In fact, Malaysia has got the biggest office market in ASEAN country. In Malaysia, we have got 125 million square feet of office space in Malaysia. Then followed by Bangkok. Bangkok has got about 97 million square feet. And the third one is Singapore. Singapore has got about 80 millions, but actually Malaysia is very, very small. Singapore is very small. No? KL is slightly bigger than Singapore. So now we are talking about square feet only. God give is right answer. Yeah, I will give you data rate after MCO, Robert. Okay. Now, just one more. Okay, just take a guess. Another question. Because I want to make sure that you guys are awake after lunch. Okay, so another one. Let's take a guess. Okay, which country has got the most expensive office rental in the world? Most expensive office rental. Just take a guess. Anyone? Evelyn Chu says that is Singapore. Margaret says that is Singapore. Cecilia, Hong Kong. Desmond Yap, Hong Kong. Who else wants to guess? Linda says New York. No worries, because we are here to learn from each other. So not to worry. Because it's not an exam, isn't it? So we are here to learn from everybody. Linda says that is New York. Who else? Japan. Hong Kong, sure. Okay. Okay, Robert, yes, you got it right. Yes, some of you actually got it right. I actually owe Robert 2 day direct, and some of you 1 day direct also. Yes, the answer is actually Hong Kong. Hong Kong has got the most office rental. They fetch the highest office rental in the world. In Hong Kong, Michelle Chan, yes, you are right as well. So Hong Kong has got two different main island. This one we know, right? Hong Kong district is actually they has got the most expensive office rental in the world. Number one, okay. Number two is actually London. Okay, don't forget about London. Actually, London also very expensive. Okay, London has got the second most expensive office rental, and the third one is also Hong Kong as well. It's Hong Kong Kowloon side. So everybody knows that in Hong Kong, not only the residential is very expensive, commercial is very expensive. The fourth one is actually Tokyo in Japan, and the fifth one is Beijing. And the sixth one is actually New Delhi in India, surprisingly. But of course, all these is not by what I say, I cannot be saying all these things. It is actually by Seville report, and we call it fun facts, yeah. So it's good to know because all this we can actually share with our clients when you happen to talk about similar topics. So you actually can talk to your clients. Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed to today's topic. That is actually how to propose the right office and get the deal done. Okay, the reason why I come up with this topic is because I know that there are so many agents do not know how to propose the right office. Maybe they don't know the right answer, the right questions to ask their clients in order to propose the new office. I'm here to give you some tips that you can bring home. Let's do it by giving an example. Yeah. Okay. If you have got a client that come to you and tell you that I wanted to rent an office, can you please propose to me? And you simply tell them a lot of things and give them maybe one list that maybe not relevant. So no, it doesn't work in that way. It doesn't work in that way actually. So in order to propose to them the right office, in fact you must know at least nine points that you have to know in order to propose the right one. Okay, the first one is you must know what is their business. Okay, what is their business? Are they in IT line? Are they a marketing company? Are they a lawyer? Are they maybe a designer? Are they also in trading company? Are they in clinic, dental, or operations regional office maybe? So you need to know what are they doing. Basically you need to know. This is the basic. Okay. And second, of course you need to ask them whether they are new company or they are existing company, because many times I notice, even though some of my clients that come to me, they say that, okay, I'm looking for an office, please propose to me. But the thing is, you ask them, okay, have you set up your office? Is this an office? Where is your existing office? And they will tell you, oh no, I have yet to set up the company, but I'm looking for an office. I thought I want to look for an office first, then only I go for my SSM registration. No, it doesn't work that way. First, you have to ask them to do their SSM registration with the authority first, because without having the statutory secretarial document, you are actually not able to rent the office. What I'm talking about a proper procedures over here, a proper procedures and documentation. There are many ways of doing that, but what I'm talking right now is the right way, is the best way of doing it. So you have to ask the client to go ahead to get apply their SSM, get their name out, get their name approved by the authority, and it's normally it takes about 1 week to 2 weeks. It depends on whether the name is used by others or not. So they have to get it done no matter what. Okay, and if they are existing company, so you need to know where they are right now, where they are, because if they are talking about relocation, actually they really need a big capex for them to do relocation. So there must be a huge reason why they are looking to move out to another place. You need to understand all this, yeah, to understand your customer, yeah. Okay, number 3. Okay, location, location, and location. Okay, location, you have to know, because a different location, because some people they want it to be in KLCC, but some company, because maybe they are not a regional company and they do not have KLCC address, maybe they want it to be in Damansara, or they want it to be in Cyberjaya, or maybe they want it to be in Subang, Sunway, because it's close to their where the employees are staying. So maybe so you need to know the location. And the next one is actually the size, the size required. So the size, are they looking at 1,000 square feet, 2,000 square feet, 5,000 square feet, or 10,000 square feet? So all these things you must know. And believe me or not, actually a lot of I'm talking about our clients, especially if they are new setup, they actually don't know how much space that they actually need, you see. So you need to advise them actually how much space that they actually require for their office, you see. Wow, I think we do another small little activity. Just take a guess, yeah. Take a guess, Okay, what do you think? What do you think? How much space do you think one employee would need to be in the office? Means the office space, for one employee, how many square feet? Just take a guess on it. Take a guess. Anyone wants to guess? I just want to know your understanding about that. If it is not, oh wow, I didn't see any, or Evelyn through 50 square feet. Okay. Who else? 50. Linda, 50 square feet. Who else? Meisu, 50. Okay. Margaret, 30. Okay, no worries, because everybody also quite close. Okay, the answer is actually at least 60 lah. 60 to 100 depends on the what they are doing, depends on the job scope also. It depends on what the job nature of the employee, because some of them, they especially new modern style, actually they don't need a lot of space. They want to, later on we'll talk about that a little bit, yeah. New modern, actually they don't need to have big space, but typically I'm talking about in general rules is actually 60 to 110. That is enough already. Okay, that is the space. So when they have got, of course you have to take into consideration whether are they having many meeting rooms, conference room, how many rooms do they need, whether they want a server room, they want a pantry. So you need to take that into account. And for example, if let's say they've got 10 staff, okay, 10 staff times if you want to give them 100 square feet, so that is actually make up to that 1,000 square feet, and then plus your meeting room, plus your pantry. So you have to work out all this, you know, in order to propose the right square feet to your client, because they really don't know. They say, oh, I actually has got 10 staff, but I don't know how much space that I want, you see. So you have to explain to them nicely. Okay, if you want 1 meeting room, 2 meeting rooms, 3 meeting rooms, that will eventually bring up to the total of how many rooms. Okay, number 5, of course, you need to know what is their budget, because there are so many different budgets. Okay, when you are talking about budget in KLCC, it can be 5 ringgit per square feet, 6 ringgit per square feet, 8 ringgit per square feet, 10 ringgit per square feet, 12 ringgit per square feet, even though maybe 14 ringgit per square feet. So of course, got different category. So depends on their budget. Client will tell you, oh no, I don't have any budget. No, it doesn't work in that way as well. You have to tell them, if your budget is as such, 10,000 a month rental, so this is what you can propose to them. If their budget is only maximum 5,000, this is what you can get, you see. So that's a price to pay for it. In Malaysia, the highest, I would say the most expensive office tower is actually none other than the Exchange 106. In fact, from the beginning, it was calling at 16 ringgit per square feet, but because of the economy and so many factors and all that, so it has been now down to about 12 ringgit per square feet. That is already the highest, very close to Petronas already, and even Maxis also having that kind of price. So it is a good price to go into the Exchange 106 right now, because it is new. It is our future Wall Street is our future Wall Street. So it's a good place to go in, yeah. Okay, and the next one is, okay, you need to know when are they going to move in. Okay, if they are talking about to shift into new location, some tenant maybe they will tell you, okay, I plan to shift in 1 year later, but I am looking for an office right now. Then you will know how to tackle, and you will know, you need to plan yourself how to follow up with this sort of customer, because they are talking about they only shift in 1 year later. So 1 year later, it's the same as our condominium residential rental, right? So if you tell them that you want to shift in 6 months later, actually the landlord is not going to wait for them, is it, because it's too far away. So what happens is you just need to follow up. Of course, you still need the deal. You have to keep the deal, because we are talking about, when we are talking about office office rental, you actually, it's not the overnight talking, you see. This one involve management decision making, and it is a huge money will be involved, and it's the company direction as well. So you need to know, and you need to plan your time to bring them for viewing, to follow up with this client, because they are talking about 1 year later. But if let's say your client is talking about, okay, I want to shift in 2 months later or 3 months later, then it's a different story already, because there again you have to speed up your process in making sure everything is okay, the place is right for them, the viewing can be done faster, the appointment can be done faster, the documentation can be done faster. So these are some of the points, you see. Okay, the other one is actually the type of building. Okay, when you are talking about the type of building, they are different type of building. Different company, they will have different requirement. This one we all know. And for office tower is like, you know, when we are talking about tall office building, this is like this is all owned by REITs, mainly I would say mainly owned by REITs, who is actually single owner for the building. And you have got another types called strata title building. Strata title building is actually owned by individual, so you and me or anyone also can buy. So it can be tall building as well, but it is actually strata title building. The process, you know, will be a little bit different than the office tower, in terms of how you process the documentation. It will be a little bit different. Okay, there's another type of office, we call it shop office. Shop office is normally located at you know, you have got these retail lots. Downstairs you have got 99, maybe you have got some F&B outlets downstairs, and upstairs is normally walk up office like 4 or 5 story, or sometimes it comes with lift as well. Not only walk up, you know, because those days those old building actually tend to be walk up for 4 or 5 story, but for new building, some of them actually come with lift already, so they don't have to do walk up anymore. Yeah. Okay. And okay, the next one is actually classification of office building. Okay, this one you need to know, but I'm not going to go into details because we stick to the topic for today. Yeah, the classification of building is, we, you know, there are few of them. Okay, number one is we have got MSC office building. Okay, as you all know, not all buildings are having MSC status. It's some of the designated building by the authority that is having MSC status. So those IT company, they will have to shift into MSC status company, because somehow they can get some incentive from the government, the tax incentive. And there's some of the things that they need to sort out with the government, and they need to shift in to the MSC zoning or MSC designated premises. Okay, that is another type called grade A building, grade A office building. Actually, there are many grade A office building around in town right now. Not all company will need grade A, because it is different pricing. It is different pricing. Like what I said just now, all different office building will give you different price. But if you want to find out more about the pricing, actually you can Google my website there. There's actually my website. That is www.kl-officespace.com. It will give you by region, different pricing, different building. So you can Google about that to get the pricing right. Okay, and that is actually the pricing. And for grade A building, because grade A building is the best in class. So grade A buildings provides accommodation that actually meets and exceeds the requirement of the demand occupier. So the infrastructure, the facilities, the lobby, the access that they have is actually the best of, as compared to the normal corporate building. So this is grade A building. If you want to find out more which one has got the grade A building, which one is grade A building, you also can find out from the website here, but I give you some example. So in KLCC, there are Petronas Tower, they are grade A, and Menara Bangkok Bank, Interpark, Ilhan Tower, Citibank, Menara Standard Chartered Bank, the Icon, Binjoy, these are all grade A. Just now when we talk about the MSC, not all, but of course I told you before, you can actually find out from there. If not, some of the good example will be Mid-Valley area, Bangsa South area. In KLCC, not all buildings are MSC designated. G Tower it is, Menara Hapsing it is, and you have got Binjoy, and you have got this Menara Chow in KL Central, you have got New Central, and you have got UOA Damansara in Damansara Heights. You know, these are some of the example of the MSC and the grade A tower. And the other one, that's another type, is called green building index. It's called GBI tower. So this GBI, not whole building again, because it's an initiative, and not all building come with this green building index. So some of the example will be Menara Public Bank 2 in Jalan Raja Turan. This Menara TCM, the new one, TCM is actually a new one. JKG Tower also is a new one, and Menara Shah. These are some of the example for green building index. Office building, not residential. I'm talking about office building. Okay, and there's another type. We call it service office, or you can call it virtual office as well. So what is service office? Actually, they are the same. Service office and virtual office, this is the same category. So this is more suitable for those who is actually having professional company, contractor, designer, whereby they need to work from home, but they want KLCC address, for example, and they want somebody to pick up office phone call, and they want the phone number to be dialed from 2 something, and they want somebody to manage their incoming mails. So they need they normally they pay monthly, certain small fee to this company. They are, some of it quite well known, they are around. Some of it will be Surf Corp, Regis is one of it, and what else? Avenue Business Center also one of it. The Nomad also one of it. So these are called virtual office or service office. So you have got a room over there, your designated small office, and you can enjoy to use their meeting room by paying a small little fee, maybe according to the timing as well. Maybe you want to book for one hour or 2 hours, because you want to meet up very important guests or client from overseas. So very presentable place, and you can meet up with people over there. Okay, the next one is actually we call it co-working space. Co-working space, which is actually quite famous right now. Co-working space. So co-working space is for those people, they are quite solo, means a sole proprietorship, or maybe some people they don't want to be fixed at one place, and they just want to they don't want to stay at home, okay, but they want to go to a place to work, so they can actually go to CO2 in Puchong, for example, or they can go to the colony in KLCC. They can do that because they are free to go in and out by paying a small little fee, and there is actually free flow of coffee and tea for you to drink, and I think maybe Milo. I don't know. Some of it they may have. They have got very vibrant environment, very modern design, very modern renovation. So you go there, you just have like, you know, this is more for youngsters, and they want to have that kind of environment to get that kind of idea, you know, to boost up their idea. They want to have that. And the other time, okay, the last time that sorry, the last one is actually we call it, this one we all know, we call it Soho, Sofo, and Sovo. So this one is actually under commercial, right? Like anyone also can buy, you also can buy, I also can buy, and also you also can lease out to people if you are not using it. So the reason why you want to have that, you know, you want to have that because we call it small office, home office. Sometimes you will get it, you will do a separate room for yourself, or some of the project maybe is dual key, so you keep one room for yourself to stay as residential, and the next door you will use it as your office. So when you wake up the next day in the morning, then you go to your next door, which is actually your office, to work, you know, small office, home office. And Sovo is the same thing. Sovo is small office, versatile office, and Sovo is actually the same thing. So that is called small office, flexi office. They are all under the same category, all under commercial title. Yeah. Okay. Continue with just now the main points that we have. Number 8. Okay, you need to ask your client what sort of office layout are they looking at, because some of the client, they will prefer open concept, especially China IT firm. I have seen many China IT firm, they will prefer in that manner. That means when you go into the office, you will see everybody all there, 50 of them, 100 of them, they are all sitting at the same place. And of course they will have different table, long table, and normally they don't have any partition in between. So this is called open concept. Of course this one will save some space when you calculate the space that required. You don't need many already. This is basically one of the way, you know, to save the per square feet per person. Yeah. Okay. And the other one is called a private room. So this one is actually more suitable to the professional company like lawyer, accountant, because they need to have privacy, and they need the private room to go and meet up with their clients. So they need privacy. So this is more applicable to those lawyer, that kind of professional company. Yeah. Okay, another one that we will call it actually team cluster. Team cluster, because some company, especially marketing company, they will have project basis. When they work on project, they probably have got project A and project B and project C. And project A, maybe they have got about 10 packs working on it. And then this is the team cluster for A. Okay, project A. And for the project B, maybe they've got 5 people working on it, then they all sit together. So this is team cluster for project B. And for project C, maybe they have got about 8 people, so they all work together and they sit together in order to have better communication among themselves. You know, that is actually a very good design for those that is having a project-based kind of company. Okay, the other one is called cubicle. Okay. This is more applicable to those that is having telemarketing company, because they basically, you and me, we don't have to look at each other. I don't have to see you when I'm working. So I just need my small little cubicle. I just need my headset, put on my headset, and I just need to, customer service also one of them. So I just need to answer phone call. So they need to have the cubicle, to separate them from the next from your colleagues. So this is cubicle. This is another type of layout, another type of office layout. Office, of course, different layout. When you design the layout, actually it is very important because it will the feel if those field layout, it will actually reduce the employee morale. It may not increase the productivity. So it depends. It is very important that you know about that. So of course, you can advise your client. We are not designer, but somehow we need to know a little bit in order for you to carry on the conversation with your client. And ultimately, all these things will be done by a professional interior designer and contractor. That kind of company, they will do the job for you. Okay, the last one is any special requirement. When we talk about any special requirement, we always talk about, okay, do they require to be near to MRT station, or they want to be near to eatery places, or maybe they are MNC's company and they want a lot of choices for eating, and they do not want to be isolated in one place, and they want to be in the CBD area, because that is where they can find a lot of eateries. Maybe they have got a lot of Muslim in the company, and then you probably need to be near to a mosque, because this is part of the requirement. This one will show your concern to your customer, that I know that you are more Muslim based, and therefore you want it to be near mosque, to give these facilities to your employee. And from the employee perspective, and they will feel like, oh, my company actually, they are taking care of my welfare. And this is very important in terms of motivation, in terms of the staff moral. When they work, they feel happy. Sometimes you're working in a firm not because of money, but because of the company, how they treat you, and you want to give back the same to the company, and you want to contribute yourself to the company. So this is really very, very important. Okay, so these are the 9 points that you must know, at least. Yeah. Okay, now that you have actually, your customer has selected the office, and you have proposed the right one, and they have selected the office that they want. Okay, and you have then closed the deal. Okay, so what you need to do next? The next thing that you have to, hi Indran, hi, thank you for joining. Hi, hello. Hi. Yeah, yeah, we learn from each other. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And now you have closed the deal already. So now you have to process, you have to help your client to process the next thing, that is number one, to have the statutory secretarial documentation with you, because you will need all these documents. Remember, I told you, before they look for an office, they actually need to have SSN document. Not after looking for an office, then only they go and do their setup. Okay, so when you have got all these documents, like Form 9, Form 24, Form 44, Form 49, M&A, you need to have all these documents in order to process the real tenancy agreement. Okay, for this sort of leasing, it is normally done by the landlord's lawyer, not done by you, but it will be done by the landlord lawyer. But bear in mind, for client, they will have very least room to negotiate with the landlord about the terms. So it will be mainly in the hand of the landlord to decide. But from the tenant side, your tenant must be ready with number one, the booking fee, number two, the security deposit, number three, the renovation deposit, number four, maybe the reinstatement uh, deposit, and other relevant documents as well. There's one more document that there's one more thing that you need to remind your client. If let's say they are in their relevant nature of business, if let's say they are in F&B, they need to have the F&B license from our authority. If they are in traveling, also they need to have their traveling license, operating license from the authority. And if let's say they are, if they are selling certain thing, if they are IT company, they also need to have the IT license to be with them. So this is very important. They must do it before they look for an office, and before you propose an office over to them. Okay, then after that the tenancy agreement is done. Okay, and then congratulations, and you have got the deal. Okay. Okay, now I would like to give maybe open um, uh, to the floor, whether you have got any questions regarding office. Maybe I can take few minutes to answer your question if you do have. Do you have any question? If you do not have any question, um, I will just do a quick summary. The conclusion is you have to know your customer well. Okay, you really need to know what kind of business that they are operating, and it will give you a better chance for you to close the deal, and um, and also the right location as well. That will be very crucial for us to know. Uh, and any questions? Anyone want to ask me any questions? Maybe I take this opportunity to answer you. If not, you can always again log into my website. It will give you some information about office building, commercial information. It will be good for us to learn a little bit, as sub-sale. So do learn. Okay, if not, I will see you next time, and I will see you after the MCO. So everybody, please stay safe, stay healthy, and we have direct with everybody after MCO. Okay, once again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for attending my sharing. Thank you. Bye.